Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here in England. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bring it up. 180. 54.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Squeeze, double.
They run. This is Cohen. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch the slip.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
180. 54. Hey, defense.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On the Seahawks 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
This is Cohen. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Madden.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback? That the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down. Carson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's it, baby. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 70 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Alert.
Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Mike is 59. I got it.
Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 59.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Check 9, check 9.
On second and 12, Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On second down, it's Carson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll run this with Homer. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Big stop, D. 14, run it. Check.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Welcome back now here in London. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A give to Cohen. He heads right. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. I got one.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 18.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Carson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Homer. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quentin Jefferson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And he completes it to Cullen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Let's go, D. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. You got it.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.